So many trailers this week on Boss Battle.
Find yourself in the Beachview area of Pittsburgh? Check out the official pizza of this show, Slice on Broadway, sharing an abnormal obsession with pizza we can relate to. Check them out at sliceonbroadway.com and tell them this show sent you.
Welcome everybody to Boss Battle number 157, a show in which the writers of InsertCoinToBegin.com get together and talk about video games. I'm Bobby F. J. Town, but before we get to the infotainment and good time making of this podcast, let's see what everybody achieved this week. Chachi, how about you? What'd you achieve?
Nothing.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Not even the Wii?
I played some Super Mario World 3D World.
Something.
Yes, you're right. Because I can play that on the gamepad while I'm watching Little League. That got accomplished. Also, not this week, but next week, I'm going to review a game called Don't Get Fired.
Mm-hmm.
It is the most infuriating game you will ever play.
Wait.
It sounds like the virtual version of Don't Wake Daddy.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, you can, if you want to download that and get an idea of what I'm going to say, then go ahead.
I play that every day of my life.
It hits home.
Yeah.
We all, Bobby. We
All right. Rizz, what'd you achieve?
all. I went out and bought a game that you guys aren't probably going to like. I got Madden.
Oh, okay. We're going to talk about Madden here.
I know we are. And I saw in your tweet that you had Madden and a question mark after it.
Oh, you'll see why.
I'm like, wait, what did I get myself into? But no, I got Madden, playing the player version first, because that's what I always do with my sports games. Makes me feel special. Also, I've been getting back into Bloodborne. I haven't done it in a while. I've died a lot. And also, based off Chachi's suggestion, I have played Pac-Man. What were the numbers again?
256.
That's the one. And it is very, 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 very addicting.
It's the logical successor to Pac-Man.
Yes. It's the game trying to eat Pac-Man, who is trying to avoid getting eaten by ghosts.
Yeah.
That's it. It's awesome. But other than that, I haven't. Oh, and King's Quest. I'm going to write up a little thing about it now, and videos will be coming up shortly on InsertCoinToBegin.com.
Okay. Sorg, what'd you achieve?
I went to the arcade.
Wow.
It was actually Brother Sorg's birthday.
Yeah,
And
happy birthday, Brother Sorg.
Happy birthday!
we went to David Buster's, and I actually did a basic Sorgonomics on this about the state of video games. So I went to the arcade and played Infinity Blade,
Which is an arcade game.
which
Yep.
is apparently an arcade game as well as an iPad game.
And Fruit Ninja.
Yeah, Fruit Ninja.
And it's
was
free,
another one.
Sorg.
What?
Isn't it free? Or it used to be free. Maybe not free anymore.
No, none of it was free. That's for sure.
Dave and Buster's? No.
No, they had that game
No.
for free for a while. It was
Oh
that
yeah.
and
They have
Fruit
a
Ninja.
free thing, but it didn't like the games that they had marked as free weren't really free, so it kind of was disappointing. No, I played some of that. I played some some good stuff like Time Crisis, that kind of stuff. And what else did I do? We played some Batman Battle Royal. We played some Mario Kart Arcade, was pretty fantastic. Some other stuff I didn't get a chance to get into, but there was like Star Wars Battle Pod was there, and they have another Battle Pod game as well. They had a lot of fun stuff there. And I had become bored with David Buster's over the years too. And that we haven't been there for several years after going like every birthday. I'm just like, it's all the same games. I'm kind of okay not doing this next year, And now, even though it is like there's a Flappy Birds game, guys.
Giant Flappy Birds.
Giant Flappy Birds. Basically, it's like 20 feet tall. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But no, it was a good time. It was a really good time. Other than that, I've been really invested in this something called Pac-Man 256. So, and I also downloaded every Pac-Man game that I've had before for the iPhone.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about Pac-Man 256? I don't think I've ever heard of that game.
I don't know. It's this game called Pac-Man 256. I hear there's a review at insertcointobegin.com. So do that. Do that thing. So, yeah. That's what I got.
I tire of Dave and Buster's Kung Fu Treachery.
Kung Fu Treachery?
Yeah. Watch Black Dynamite. Anyways, I've achieved this week. I played Fallout Shelter all week, and I also have a review of that up on insertcointobegin.com because Chachi didn't want to review it because he's afraid of the game.
No, the game is terrible.
No, it isn't. You haven't even played it yet.
I have played it. It is like
Tiny Tower, but it's underground and it has Fallout aesthetic on it, so it makes it awesome.
Bobby,
no, it's just Tiny Tower.
Let me explain something to you.
What? I like it.
I had the game installed, and it was going to be my Friday game review.
Mm-hmm.
But two things happened. One, Pac-Man 256 was released.
Okay.
Two, that game sucks.
Come on.
That's why I sent you an email telling you to review the game, because I can't. It's terrible.
Well, I reviewed it and I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. Not stars, but coins. So that's what I think of it. I like it. I'm addicted to it. I also played Destiny, went back in that. Played multiplayer for the first time on it. And I was terrible at it. It was awful. I played some Worms on Xbox One. I got a little better at Ground Zero. I got past the first part of it, Ground Zeroes. And I purchased Batman Arkham Knight, but I haven't played it yet. But I'm excited to play that this week. All right, Chachi, you want to take us around the net?
It's now time for video game things from around the internet. That's what we got this week. IGN's reporting that a site called Ship with Shore is releasing a vinyl copy of the Earthbound soundtrack, available in 4 different varieties.
Earthbound sounds.
Yep, Earthbound on vinyl. So if you are a hipster and you have to have it on vinyl, there you go.
I mean, it sounds better on vinyl.
I'm just going to go ahead and point out that that's actually a lie. There's no possible way it can sound better on vinyl.
Yo, I got that on 8-track.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds way better than vinyl.
So you can go over and check that out. Next up, probably the coolest GTA bailout ever. Like, this guy is a passenger in a car with his friend. They're being chased by, it looks like a helicopter who's firing missiles at them. He bails out literally 0.5 seconds before the missile hits the car.
The best is at the end.
Yeah, gets up, pulls out a rocket launcher, fires, and takes out the helicopter. Like, if you're on video right now, Sorg's playing the entire thing.
It's amazing. Because
it's only 46 seconds long. It's incredible.
Also, somebody added Skyrim Dragons to GTA 5 on PC via mods.
And explosions.
So, I mean, it's the sickest bailout ever in GTA. Last but not least, a YouTube site called Corridor Digital. I'm actually subscribed to them already because they do pretty good special effects in YouTube videos. Created a video of Luigi trying to beat Mario's time trial on Mario Kart using a electric powered longboard. So you can go over and check it out. It's extremely well done. And then if you watch the entire thing at the end, they link a making of video, so you can see how they do it. So it's extremely well done, especially for being essentially just a YouTube video. So, and that's all I have for you this week on video game things from around the internet. Back to you, Bobby.
All right, it's time for some things that we should be made aware of. We all know what football is, right, guys?
Football!
All sports.
Well, I'm wondering if EA forgot.
Well, no.
They released the new trailer for Madden 16, their football franchise. Dave Franco stars as Blade Johnson, and Christopher Mintz-Plasse plays Janet in the short film that has very little to do with football. In the trailer, Franco needs help in getting back his girlfriend Trish by defeating her captor in Madden. He gets help from a few NFL players like Rob Gronkowski, Antonio Brown, and a few others, and he also gets help from Janet's father, allegedly, Buffalo Bills head coach Rex Ryan. And as a Bills fan, it's great to have a head coach with a personality now, and he can star in Madden commercials. But in the end, a giant T-Rex saves the day and ruins the fun, as they don't get to play Madden with the bad guy. That being said, do you think this is a good approach?
Spoiler alert!
Yeah, good job, Bobby. Now I don't want to watch it anymore.
Bobby.
Great job.
But do you guys think this is a good approach to sell a game with the same formula over and over again, or should they stick to showing football because it's a football game?
I think this is the marketing department getting bored with making football commercials every year.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's you're going to buy our game anyway.
Listen.
Here's
Coming from somebody who worked in an industry where we made the same videos every year. And we really, I don't know if we made things entertaining for the people viewing them or just for us, so we didn't lose our minds. But this happens, and I feel like football may be the same way, because not everybody likes football, especially when there are probably video game people that don't get into the sports ball. So they did this.
Sports.
It's no, I disagree with you, Bobby. I think this is incredible. Dave Franco teaming up with EA is probably the best thing EA has done. It started last year with the Madden season video that had Kevin Hart in it, that ended up being like a song, and them doing different pranks or tactics to get in each other's head.
I didn't say I hated it. I thought it was great. I just was questioning whether this is a good approach.
Oh, it's a great approach. It's amazing. So I'm glad to see that they kicked it up a notch this year. But if you didn't see last year's, then go to YouTube and look up Madden NFL 15 Madden season, because it's still by far my favorite commercial. Right. I'm watching it right now. I'm not going to look.
All right, moving on. Nintendo has unleashed a giant Yarn Yoshi amiibo into the world.
I want one. It's going to destroy it.
Sorg, I want 4.
You want 4 of them?
4.
Well, Nintendo will release the standard Yarn Yoshi amiibo October 16th, along with Yoshi's Woolly World. The game will cost $49.99 on its own, and will be available bundled with a green Yarn Yoshi amiibo for $59.99. The 3 Yarn Yoshi amiibos are green, pink, and light blue. Will cost $16.99 each, all soft and plushy and cuddly. The giant Yoshi will be available only in green, and it comes with a $39.99 price tag.
You know why it's only available in green?
Because I don't know why.
Because that's what color Yoshi is.
Wait, there's other Yoshis.
There are other Yoshis. Calm down.
I mean, Yoshi's Yoshi. He's the green.
To be fair, there were multiple colors in the original Mario World.
Yeah.
If you want to get technical about it, Chachi, there were so many different Yoshis.
With Yoshi,
I mean, there was a whole world of Yoshis, which were different colors.
But Yoshi ate the shell.
Yeah, they only changed colors when you ate the shell.
But there were different colored ones when he was...
Come at me.
But there's so many different Yoshis, and all the Yoshis were named Yoshi because you're the Yoshi is the dinosaur.
Yoshis, like, the colors mean different things. Like, they can jump higher.
There's a jumpy Yoshi.
One can spit fire. All right. The giant Yoshi will be available, like I said, in green. It comes with a $39.99 price tag. Works like a regular Yoshi, only it's bigger and cushier. So that's a good move. Moving on in other collectible news, Skyrim's currency has hit the open market in the real world thanks to an Etsy shop called the Ragged Flagon. Septims are now a real thing.
Bobby, say that word again.
The Ragged Flagon.
The Ragged Flagon?
The Ragged Flagon.
A Ragged Flagon.
The flagon was a cup in the game, like a big beer sign. A flagon of beer.
Flagon.
Anyways, the shop, which is currently sold out of the gold-plated coins, makes each septim to be about 8.8 ounces of each, and they're gold-plated with 24-karat gold. You can buy a bag of 5 coins for $30, or you can buy a case of 50 coins for $200. I just thought it was a neat thing to bring up because I saw it on Polygon, And I think it's neat that like when people bring stuff like this from video games into the real world, like little collectible things and stuff like that. It's a good service they're doing for geeks. So check those out if they restock. Eventually, I think they're going to restock. But I think they were hit pretty hard today with the article going up. All right, moving on. The Rockstar editor. Rockstar announced today that in the next update for GTA 5 for PS4 and Xbox One, the Rockstar editor will make its debut finally. The editing program lets you create your own movies in GTA 5, and it will also bring new sound effects, and I lost my place, new sound effects, fonts, cut and paste features, and a bunch of new stuff to all 3 platforms when the update hits in September. My question to you guys is, will you use the Rockstar editor on your respective consoles, or should it be PC only, and do you think mod support should be on consoles as well? What are your thoughts?
It'll be nice to have for like YouTubers. Just plays games. There's a cool. That is a cool feature to have.
Which YouTube Games launches tomorrow, doesn't it? As well. What's that? Twitch site?
Oh, that gaming. Yeah, the YouTube Gaming does launch tomorrow. And good thing you reminded me. I'm going to be doing a lot of PAX work today, this weekend, because it's PAX week.
Pax it away, Rizz. Pax it away.
But yeah, I would probably use it somehow. I don't know how, but it'll probably be used multiple times for my GTA 5 online. And yeah, I would like mods in GTA 5 as well. Come on, but holding out PC. Jerks.
I have really no interest in it. Modding was never really my thing when it came to video games. I wanted to play the game itself.
Mm-hmm. I look forward to see what's created with this, and if you know what, as a budding video producer kind of person, and I have not gotten into like video game, machinima or anything like that, but I don't know, this makes me kind of want to snag a PC version just to play with this a little bit, like to have those kinds of tools at my disposal to tell a story that's not just a goofy parkour story like these guys. I think that I love that idea. I just love that idea. But then again, Steam has it's not it's not GTA, but Steam has something similar for their, what do they call it? What is their engine? Source
Steam?
Engine. Valve and the Source Engine have something that they were talking about. I don't know if it's released yet. That was kind of an editor for this in the same kind of vein. So I'm kind of wondering if that's something free, something that's already out there. So
yeah, it's a free update, so that's a good thing.
Makes me want to get into this stuff a little bit.
Chachi.
If you're following
if you're on video, somebody found the Draw app. Somebody broke the Hangout plugin rule on the on the podcast. Thank you.
I didn't know that was a rule.
It's always been a rule.
You look like
it's a roll-in from the no sound effects rule that we've had from ages ago. Okay,
I turned it off. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I know you've been off the other podcast for a while.
We can tie this into the story. Chachi is editing Rizz's face.
I am editing
much like he can in Grand Theft Auto Online.
There you go. Using the tools for the job.
All right, and you know what you can edit when you order it at a restaurant.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
That was a terrible segue.
You mean you can edit the toppings on your pizza as if
Yes,
it was...
you can.
It's maybe not as epic as the GTA 5 parkour video, but it's still epic. It's still epic for your taste buds. It's Slice on Broadway's, our friends down here in Beachview on the train tracks in the South Hills of Pittsburgh. Also over in Carnegie, PA, down on Main Street. There's Rico on the front of sliceonbroadway.com. Say hi to him. He's a nice fellow who makes pizza, and you should thank him for making the best pizza in town. I'll say it. I ain't scared. He's definitely the best pizza probably in Carnegie, and one of the best, if not, no, I'll say it. They're the best in Pittsburgh. They're the best around.
Whoa.
They're the best. around. So go check them out, sliceonbroadway.com, and you can follow them, PGH_slice on the Twitters, on the Facebooks, on the Instagrams, and let them know the boss battle has sent you for the Gonzo. And with that, let's take a look at Sorgatron Media last week.
First thing I see right off the bat is the Red Pirate Rogers, which is the homage to Princess Bride, which is probably one of my favorite movies. And I was like, oh, this is awesome because it's the 80s.
I struggle with the term, the social media expert term, because I think we're all learning all the time, and I think that's the best part about it.
I learned that we almost fought over how to use Snapchat.
And you're like, the kids are using it. I'm like,
not to.
What would it take to make you stop watching pro wrestling? What path does an NXT superstar need to take to succeed on the main roster? What went wrong with Roman Reigns, and how can it be fixed? What would we have the same Royal Rumble backlash if not for Daniel Bryan? If you could bring anyone in to run the WWE, who would it be? What should the WWE give up for Lent? Is the WWE Hall of Fame sustainable? What do the Divas need? More match time or better storylines? Is there a place for the kind of training that got Bill DeMott in trouble? What is your WWE Hall of Fame criteria?
We sure did a lot this week on Sorgatron Media, right, Sorg?
That's right, Bobby.
All right. Now our final battle question this week. We're going to get to our final battle story. Sitting with a score of 95 on Metacritic right now, with the reviews of 10 from IGN and GameSpot. Metal Gear Solid 5 launches next week. In the game's new trailer, it pays homage to the game's past as it walks towards its future. They show footage of old Metal Gear games, old Metal Gear bosses, leading up to the grand unveil of a new colossal Metal Gear at the end of the trailer, which is amazing. But the game is an open game world, the first time for a Metal Gear game. It pits Big Boss in its final game made by Kojima himself. The recent controversy with Kojima and Konami has been covered awesomely, though, by a fan in Australia who set up a display with a Hideo Kojima game written in large print on the display that was provided to sell the game that had been missing its creator's name on all the advertising and the packaging itself. Since the follow-up from a few months ago, when we talked about that story on here too. Like I said, the game comes out Tuesday. It's said to be lighter on story and boss battles, but I'm sure, and even Kojima himself has said, there are great boss battles in the game, but my guess is you're going to have to find them.
Like this guy right there.
Yeah, and much like Kojima has hidden Easter eggs all through the game himself. Now that it's an open world game, I'm sure there are boss battles everywhere if you just look for them. So I'm going to be happy to hunt for those when the game comes out. The final round question this week, in honor of Kojima and the Metal Gear franchise, since this might be the last Metal Gear game, do you guys have any favorite Metal Gear moments, and are you planning on playing the game?
I have not played Metal Gear.
I need to catch up with it, to be honest. I have a lot of Metal Gears I need to get through. But no, it's definitely something that's on my radar to play. And one of those things I'll be kind of earmarking when I get an Xbox One. So,
anybody else?
Bobby, I think you're the resident Metal Gear person.
I am.
I don't play. I've never played a Metal Gear game.
So
Brother Sorg, and that one guy that came up to me. I think it was a trainee that came up to me at the wrestling the other night too, which I just completely directed him at Brother Sorg. It says he likes Metal Gear. Go talk to him. Like he just came up to me and he's like, "Did you see the new trailer? Are you excited for Metal Gear Solid 5? Are you a Metal Gear player?" I'm like, "Man, I haven't played it since 2, but you need to talk to that large gentleman over there." So,
wow.
What? He's like an inch taller than me.
This week I changed the banner of the Facebook group.
I noticed
the Insert Coin to Begin Facebook group to a picture of Big Boss and Solid Snake. One of my favorite Metal Gear moments, I think, was the last boss fight in Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater, where you face off and there's a field of flowers. It's like one of the most poignant, beautiful boss battles I've ever played. You fight in a field of just flowers and you fight your mentor. It's a really great scene, really great boss battle. All the boss battles in Metal Gear Solid 3 were like some of the best moments in video games, I think. I need to catch up on 4, but I'm going to play 5 before I play 4, so it's kind of weird. But I was late for the PlayStation 3 and all that stuff, so I'm excited for the game to come out, though. I'm a huge Metal Gear fan, but yeah, that's what I think. I'm definitely getting the game when it comes out, though. All right. Anybody have anything to add to that?
No, looking forward to it. They always impress me. Actually, no, I've been playing Revengeance a little bit. That's been fun. But I'm stuck
That's a fun game, too.
I'm stuck on the cat boss. So, and just can't seem to get past them. So, but I paid $5 for the game, so I'm not really worried about it. It was just a blast. So.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us this week. You can follow us on Twitter at InsertCoinTB. You can visit us on InsertCoinToBegin.com. New articles going up daily. And you can join us live each and every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock right here on live.sorgatronmedia.com. For at Sorgatron, you have any plugs?
Plug all the things we talked to. Actually, in studio here, great conversation with Frank Murgy from Pittsburgh Podcast Network. That's going to be going up Thursday on awesomecast.net. He also did join us on the Awesomecast this week. A lot of great stuff in podcasting going on there. Videos, of course, over at podcastpittsburgh.com. Sorgatron.com. Check out my talk about the state of arcade games from, I believe that was last Friday. I had that conversation, expanding on what we talked about at the beginning here for about 10 minutes. And so much more. Sign up for the newsletters. And that's all I got. Do things. Enjoy the network. Tell your friends. Please.
Hey, Chachi, plugs.
Chachi says on the Twitter. That's all I got.
Rizz, plugs.
Seeing how Sorg just left it up on me.
What I
While
did?
Chachi was talking. Rizz plays games. Also, InsertCoinToBegin.com, where I am minutes away from posting the King's Quest.
Woo!
The first video.
All right.
Go check it out.
You guys have to.
And I got my article up on Insert Coin to Begin. And Sorg sent me a thing that I might try. I might try to vlog every day. I might do a challenge. So we'll see how that goes. If
I can't
can
wait
do it
for Bobby's
or not.
Sexy Social.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. That's going to do it for us this week, everybody. Game over.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.